Let's get into it. Someone in the comment section was like, you might as well do 3 claps. Listen, don't tempt me, okay? We could just have a whole 30-second intro of claps, okay? Where it'd be like I was applauding you guys. Wouldn't that be great? Who does that, right? Anyway. Klaus Schwab. Now, people said that he was rushed to the emergency room, that he was in the hospital. And then when I went and searched it, everything popped up as fact check. No, he didn't go to the hospital. Fact check. He's not dead. This, that. And, that's good, I guess. I'm not going to wish death on anybody, even if it's Klaus Schwab, even if he, indirectly wishes death on so many people through little energy changes and things that he has planned. And if you're not, you're going to be someone who has a chip inside their brain so they don't have to have elections anymore. I'm not making that up. Those are things that he said. Okay? Father used to do things with the Nazis, with flamethrowers. It's fine. What they use the flamethrowers for? I don't know. Maybe they're burning down trees. Who knows? Let's not make assumptions. But apparently he wasn't in the hospital, but now all of a sudden, just a few weeks later, maybe 2-3 weeks later, he announces that he's stepping down from leadership at the World Economic Forum. Right? So now he's stepping down. And he's transitioning into leadership by president, executive board. So they're trying to change up the company. Klaus Schwab doesn't want to be the head of it anymore, which makes me actually think he probably did go to the hospital. He's 86 years old. It's not an out of control conspiracy to think that someone who's 86 years old and is evil at their core would go to the hospital. That happens to people sometimes. I mean, come on. The best people end up going to the hospital. You know what I mean? People who we don't want to see anything happen to go to the hospital. It's something that happens as you get older, even if you're young at some point. Now, I just wanted to read about it a little bit. Klaus Schwab, the founder, chairman of the World Economic Forum, the most evil organization in the world. Wait, does it say that? Oh, no, it didn't say that. Sorry. Has announced that he will be stepping down from his role as executive chairman and transitioning to a non-executive chairman position. This change is pending. Here's a weird thing. This change is pending approval by the Swiss government and is expected to be finalized in January 2025. The Swiss government? I don't know. I'm sure you guys all go down rabbit holes. Have you ever been down the rabbit hole of the Swiss? You ever been down that rabbit hole? Sometimes you want to shoo it away and you're just like, whatever. But why does the Swiss government have say? I'm not trying to defend Klaus Schwab or anything, but why does the Swiss government have say in whether or not he can step down? How involved are they in the World Economic Forum? I guess, it always happens in Davos. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting stuff there. That makes me believe every rabbit hole I've gone down about the Swiss. Not the Swiss people, but the government. You know what I mean. The elite. The demon elite. That makes me believe it all a lot more. Just that little thing. What? Anyway, according to the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab's decision is a part of a planned governance evolution from founder-managed organization to one where the president and the managing board assume full executive responsibility. Klaus Schwab has not named the successor, but the World Economic Forum executive board, led by President, I don't know, we'll go for it, Bjorg Brendy, I don't know, has taken full executive responsibility over the last year. Very interesting. Again, it makes me believe the health stuff even more. Over the last year, he's given up responsibility. Also a little convenient that he wants no executive responsibility anymore. If I was the president of the World Economic Forum, I'd be like, hold up, what? I'm taking responsibility? Hold on. Wait, sir. The chips in the brain? I have to, that's me now? Hold on. Wait, sir. All the protests, that's all directed to me now. I don't know about this. I need a pay raise or something like that, okay? I'm as evil as anybody in this room. But I don't think I got to take on all this. He's like, oh, you know what? The whole board has to take it on. Larry Fink's in there like, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody on that board. You know, there's a queen on that board. She might be a princess. Pretty sure she's a queen. Her Majesty. If you look up the governance leadership, there's a queen on there. It's ridiculous. But now this guy has to take full responsibility along with the board for everything that Klaus Schwab has said and put into action. Every theory, whether it be conspiracy or true, is all on this guy's shoulders now. It's a pretty sweet deal. It's a pretty sweet deal. It's like, you know what? I've done enough evil for decades. I've been doing this for decades. I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna head out back and just enjoy the day. Enjoy the day. We're supposed to put implants inside of people. I'm supposed to spearhead that? What part is it supposed to go into? Their wrist, their forehead, whatever you need. Wrist, forehead. They'll do whatever you say. Don't worry about it. What about the climate change stuff? Don't worry. Planet's going to destroy. Planet's going to blow up. Don't worry. Just keep telling them the same things I told them. It's fine. It's fine. It's like, all right. Very interesting. And a lot of people will celebrate things like this, but do not celebrate too soon, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? They did the same thing with George Soros. They celebrated. Oh, well, he's getting old. Oh, he's getting old. These guys don't play around. It's you and I that they try to convince not to have children. But for them, they always make sure to have children. If you don't know, Alex Soros has taken over operations for George Soros. So that doesn't stop. So it doesn't matter that George Soros is 1,009 years old. Doesn't matter. His son is in his 30s. And he's ready to go. And he's made it public that he is spending the money that George Soros has given him, the billions of dollars, I think $30 billion. And that's probably just what they're willing to tell us about. He's spending it in politics. Okay. His dad was quiet about it. He's not. He's like, other people are doing it, so we're going to do it too. Okay. And again, I say don't celebrate too soon because Klaus Schwab has kids. Check this one out. She is the head of the young global leaders. She's the one who gathers the young global leaders, consisting of 2/3 of the current Canadian cabinet. Vladimir Putin. It's been theorized Tulsi Gabbard. It's been theorized Vivek Ramaswamy. There's a lot of successful people in this young global leaders. Those last two that I named have claimed that they're not. But I had to bring it up, I have to bring it up. But there's a lot of people in young global leaders. Mark Zuckerberg. I shouldn't say Sam Altman, but Mark Zuckerberg for sure. There's a lot of people in the young global leaders. And she's the one that actually founded it, oddly enough. Check this out.
Actually, can you talk a little bit about the organization, the start, how it is, how many members, how is this organization YGL running?
Yes, of course. So the YGL was born following a previous program by the World Economic Forum, which was called the Global Leaders for Tomorrow in the 90s. And it was really the first effort to bring young voices and young leaders into Davos and into discussions on global topics. But there was a need to structure the community and to create actually a community as opposed to inviting individuals and a network. And so in 2005, when we launched the Young Global Leaders community, initially we launched it with the topic of the first summit was the world in 2020. And it was really already about responsible leadership. And that's a topic that has grown over the years. And that's now really become the core of what the community is about. It's about responsible leadership, authenticity, integrity, generosity, and really these values that the community can share with each other, but also embody as leaders in the world. So the community now, if you count the alumni as well, because of course it's been 17 years now, there's more than 1,500 active members with the alumni. And from all stakeholders, it's a multi-stakeholder group. So of course, business, but also public figures, civil society, sports leaders, media leaders, And we continue to kind of foster this leadership qualities through different educational programs, and then also there are specific initiatives that the YGLs are leading on topics of interest, across all the different, I would say, priority themes on the global agenda today.
Very inspiring.
Good God. Good God. They're nothing like their dad. Well, I should say she's nothing like her dad. Very, very interesting. She made that sound good. I was like, oh, that sounds nice. That sounds like a nice thing. Meanwhile, Klaus Schwab is like, we have penetrated the Canadian cabinet. 2/3 are all young global leaders. Sir, did you just say penetrated a cabinet? Shouldn't that be illegal? He's like, soon you'll have a chip in your brain and I will be able to shut it off so you cannot talk to me like this. You understand? Excuse me? There will be no more elections. What? Huh? Hold on, sir. We need to prepare for an angrier world. Hey, man, why are you predicting so much? Let me tell you about disease X. Oh my gosh. What are you preparing for? He's just scary. She's making it sound good. She might be one of the successors. Now, doesn't stop there. And good Lord. Does she not look like Bill Gates? My God. My God. Did Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates have a baby? Oh my God. Oh no. But doesn't stop there. He also has a son, Oliver. Oliver M. Schwab. Check out this guy. Well, he's a part of the World Economic Forum, goes without saying. He is a Swiss executive with a multifaceted career in business, technology, and international relations. He is currently the executive director, China, World Economic Forum, Beijing Representative Office, where he is responsible for leading the forum's engagement with the Chinese government, businesses, and civil society. Oh my gosh. One of the Schwabs is in China. Oh no. Oh no. This sounds bad. His background, he's done all sorts of things. Managing director at a capital management firm, congressional fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations and Woodrow Wilson Center for International Scholars. Education, United States Naval War College. Who let him in? Harvard Kennedy School, Wharton, Stanford, MIT, Chicago. Why so many schools? Johns Hopkins University. I can't trust any of these places anymore now. Kidding. Of course you can. Of course you can. Johns Hopkins does some great things with psychedelic research and stuff. Professional affiliations, World Economic Forum, Institutionals Committee, International Business Council, Community. Good Lord. It doesn't stop. Don't worry about what Klaus Schwab's doing. His son exists. And I'll be damned. He looks like Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab had a baby as well. What's going on right now? What's happening? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised to find out if he worked those two family trees if they weren't connected. You ever heard the thing about how most presidents are related? And then Trump is not one of them, so it kind of makes sense why they're so against him and why the Queen had such a bad impression of him. I don't know if you ever saw their interaction. It was very odd. It was very, very odd. Whereas everybody else, she was always really good. And apparently that lineage actually goes to the Queen's family. That's for another episode. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was also related. Listen to him talk a little bit.
Through the platform, we've channeled about $100 million worth of venture funding for some of the impact entrepreneurs. And they've had real impact on the ground, such as, for example, removing a combined 40 tons of greenhouse gas emissions out of the atmosphere, or, for example, providing drinking water to 2.7 million people. So these are just very concrete examples of some of the impact that the entrepreneurs who've transited through the platform have had. So it's really a new way.
good God, our grandchildren are not going to understand why we don't like these people. Our kids and grandkids are going to be like, what's wrong with the Schwabs? They're doing good stuff. What are you talking about? And you're going to be like, do you know who their father was? Do you know who their great-grandfather? Do you know who their grandfather was? They're going to be like, gee, what's wrong with you? Because by then, you're not going to be able to go on the internet unless you have your retina scanned. It's going to be a different place, folks. It's going to be a different place. But interesting. Even he sounds like Bill Gates. He sounds like Bill Gates. Listen to this.
Through the platform, we've channeled about 100 million in work.
Good Lord. He sounds like Bill Gates, too. Same glasses as him. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. The coast is not clear, folks. He may have stepped down, but it doesn't matter. He has 2 kids. One of them for sure is going to take over. And if it's not, it's who's it going to be? Because Henry Kissinger was like, hey, Klaus Schwab, you're my mentee, and here's what you should do. You should start your own thing. And it was I believe it was the European Forum Management or something like that. And then he changed it to the World Economic Forum. Henry Kissinger found Klaus Schwab. What if Klaus Schwab finds another Klaus Schwab type? My God. It doesn't stop, folks. It just doesn't stop. Oh my gosh. But again, he is stepping down, and I don't even know if it's a good thing. Is it a good thing? You kind of just, at least when you look at Klaus Schwab, again, you look at him, you're like, I've heard the things, I got the clips of what he's saying. He's with Noah Hari. I know what their agenda is. Now if it's one of these two, you have no idea what's going on. You don't know what this guy has planned. This guy's just like, nah, I just do stuff in entrepreneurship. That's all. You know what I mean? His daughter's just like, what do you mean? I'm just into young global leaders. We're just trying to make it so young people can have a conversation. That's all. And you're like, I have to wait 25 years for you to slip up and start talking about chips in people's brains. That's what I got to do now. I got to start all over again. It's not the best thing in the world, but just wanted to bring you the news of Klaus Schwab stepping down. And also, it just sent me down a rabbit hole of finding out who his kids are. He only has these 2 kids. They already have kids. This doesn't stop. Okay. You got to have kids. I was actually watching one of these videos. My baby was on me, and she's looking at the phone, and I'm like, you're going to have to make videos about this person. I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay. It's not going to be me. You're going to have to do this for me. 4 months old. I put a lot on the baby's shoulder at 4 months old, okay? Okay? Not playing around. Sold not for sale. It's on our family crest. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring you that odd bit of news. Who knows what it's going to turn to from here? We have to wait and see. Anyways, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And other than that, I'm out.